Hello, I thought I'd do part two. It's freezing outside, just took the dogs for a walk. So I wanted to do the part two. I have both the scales, cat scales from the camper and the truck coming back on that camping trip. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It was a good trip. Had a lot of fun. We were down there for a week. The trip back, I didn't hold back. My buddy who was there with me, his camper and truck weigh about 2,000 pounds less than mine, and it's a diesel. It's the Chevy, what is that, I believe that's called a Power Stroke or something. I don't know. No, that's a Duramax. He has a Duramax, and I hung with him the whole way. In fact, one part we were doing over 90, so I'm over 2,000 pounds than he is, and I was able to keep up easy. Granted, it downshifted, which I said I didn't like, but I'm getting more used to it, and it's not so bad. I was just so used to the RPM staying low with the ecoboost, kind of like my buddy's diesel. My wife loves the downshifting. She says it sounds like a hot rod, which I guess it does. So here's the cat scales. The first cat scale I'll show you is from the Ford F150 I had with the 2.7 EcoBoost. And here you can see the steer, which is the front, was 3,300, which was over. The drive axle, 3,560, it was over. And the trailer, which had this trailer, camper, fifth wheel, and it had my buddy's small trailer in the back, which was about 250 pounds less than my trailer. Plus, I had an extra ATV on my trailer, so that's why my weights are heavier. But the F-150, the gross for the combination was 14,920, and that was the last trip I took with the F-150, and that's the one where my wife was not happy with how bouncy it was, because it was hitting on the bump stops. You know, I had the Timberins, but power-wise, I loved the 2.7, the 3.5. I think it's the 3.5 EcoBoost that I would have been even happier with, but I couldn't find a heavy duty. So here's my Ram, my 2500. The steers were 4460, which I have a lot more, and drive axles 5120, trailers 9200, which makes sense. Had a bigger trailer behind my fifth wheel, and I had a extra ATV, so I had a combined of 18,780. So you can tell really the biggest difference from these two was the steer axle was 1,200 pounds difference. Well, actually 1,140 pounds difference from there. So I go by the trailer axle, which was 8060 and 9200. So basically, it was only a little over 1,000 pounds more on the F-150. The main weight is the truck itself, which makes sense. It's a heavier duty truck, bigger engine, bigger truck. My F-150 was the two-door standard cab. I'm gonna run down here and look at the door to see what my actual weights are allowed, I guess I should say. Is that right here? Here, I'm gonna hold this. No, I better not hold it sideways. I hate when people do that. So it looks like, stop it, it's windy. What is it? 5,500 front govern weight, 6,500 rear. So I'm really no problem there with the weights. Whereas I was over 1,000 pounds on the front and over 1,000 pounds on the rear of the F-150. But power-wise, that little EcoBoost was a beast. I'm getting used to this truck more, and I'm loving it more as I drive it. I still think I would love to have the 3.5 EcoBoost in a 3/4 ton truck. That would probably be the ideal truck for me. But that's mainly because it's my daily driver. If it wasn't my daily driver, maybe I'd have a different opinion. I'm not sure. I love getting over 20 miles a gallon driving to work every day. So I just wanted to do this and show you guys my weights like I said I would. I know it's been a while. I was going to do some future videos of my Arctic Cat Trail, the side-by-side, which I've had for a couple years now. and there's not really good reviews on that. And I'm going to do maybe a few reviews on my ATV, which is the 1000 Arctic Cat. And that's all for now. If you guys have any questions about this, just put it in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Bye.